Hey everybody, hope you guys doing alright. So currently, right now, just yesterday, I was exchanging text messages with the GM of the Domino's. I think I just got hired at. Everything in my background, driving record has come through good, and my background check came through good. And so yeah, I'm just waiting to get. She was gonna send me some onboarding email last night or yesterday evening. Yesterday, I got back to her in the evening after she texted me that afternoon. Little better, not right now, bud. And so, anyways, I exchanged. There was supposed to be an email. There wasn't an email. I let her know there wasn't one. She told me she was gonna do something to try to confirm it was sent or something like that. Come on, buddy. Anywho, my point being, I'm about to be put. I think I'm about to be put on the schedule, and I've actually told her because I've got a lot going on with the household, and because I want to stay. I want to keep my good momentum with the project. Like I'm concerned that even just the time spent at Domino's. Little Bear, come on, buddy. Come on, friend. It's okay. Okay. It's not gonna be a long one. Okay. The dogs have been extremely sensitive the past couple of days. I don't know what it is, but it's been. I mean, if y'all saw how much time we spend catering to the animals, it's not their fault. It's not nobody's fault. It's just to me having dogs living inside of a city, especially here in Portland where we are. We found it to be very challenging. So, anyways, there's a lot of dog barking going on. It requires a lot of time and energy to go and take care of the dogs. Anywho, where I'm getting at is, so I'm about to be put on this. I'm potentially about to be put on the schedule at Domino's, but I specifically told her because I've got just so much going on in the household, and there's a along with my dad passing, and there's also about to be somebody else in the household is about to get a surgery, which is going to lie him up, and it's around the heart area, so it's kind of a big deal. And there's going to be time that's needed to heal. And as you can hear, this is now Shiloh who's starting to bark. Shy, it's okay, girl. Come on. So, just to give you all an example, since this is happening right now, this is the type of stuff I've had to deal with while writing all the time, doing all the work that I'm doing. So, point being, where Jennifer Aniston and where we're at is I'm picking up on messages and potential ideas that I feel like she's sharing. And let me go back to my room, man. I'm open. I want to say this though. I just Harmony. She's an Aquarius, and I know that if I remember correctly, I think she's already donated 23 different times to children organizations to help out kids. So, and that was one of the key things that I found that she did. Upon seeing that, I was like, damn, that's profound. And then who she is, the green eyes, the time that she came to me at, and I still, and I always have, just felt like it's changed from time to time, but I also think she kind of keeps herself from me, so it's like I'm not able to feel some of the things that I could be feeling if I knew more. And I think sometimes, especially perhaps Aquarius, is that they know how to, or they like to hide themselves or something. I don't know. Sometimes I feel more connected to her than other times. But one thing I really do appreciate about her in particular is that she is a little bit older. Because I've always gotten along with older people. I think because of who I am, it's just easier for me to relate to people that have been through a little bit more. So that she is that, I think, even though sometimes I think of it as something that could keep us from connecting even more, I think in actuality it could help us connect even better. Because I'm really not all that interested in sex. I don't, that's not, sure, I mean, I'm a man, so I still get these desires sometimes, especially when certain people come at you with a bunch of lustful energy. We get tempted. But I don't sit here fantasizing or even thinking about sex really all that at all, really. It's only when certain things happen. But me, my mind is mainly focused on getting this job done. And right now I'm picking up on a pretty serious interest from Jennifer to help me out in that. So, being who she is, she does have an abundance. I think it's It's safe to say that, as well as she has like 50 million Instagram followers. So she is in a lot of ways set up. I think she could possibly be like right now she could have the highest potentiality towards being a good candidate to help out this project and to be in my life. I saying candidate was fucking kind of weird, but so for me, like I'm more moving my life again. I'm moving it more towards helping others, helping this movement in whatever way I can, including whom I'm with. And right now, I feel like with the movement and everything in my life, right now it could change, but it feels like it could be best with Jen. For harmony's sake, it's more efficient if I didn't have to work at Domino's. Like if people chose to want to fund me in the work that I'm doing, that would be more in alignment with producing and perpetuating a more harmonious environment for everybody, as opposed to me working a job at Domino's. And I say this as one who's already spent over 10 years in the service industry, so I know grunt work. I've just been doing a lot of yard work, and as you can see, this household itself requires a lot of physical grunt work every single day. So it's nothing I'm a stranger to. So as far as like that being a lesson that I need to learn, I don't think I need to. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. If that's what I need to do to get the job done, I'm fine with it. Like I said, I've already pretty much figured out how it's going to get done, so it's just going to take a little bit more time to iron out the specifics, but eventually this will get done. But, you know, how it gets done is still yet to be determined. I would like as much collaboration as possible. So we all have an abundance. My abundance right now is more of the spirit and of the information and to be a worker in whatever way I can for this movement. And from that, because of the ideas I'm working on, I'm hoping a good abundance will come that I can share with the rest of the world in a good way that's going to help people help themselves, not enable bad behavior. That's very important here. So, like with Jen, if there's work around the house that she needs me to do, I want to do it. I don't want to just be handed money. I really don't. If people feel whatever, that's up to them to figure out. But I don't. Like this whole project, I've said, like I'm not doing this because I want to be rich or famous or anything like that. No, I really just want to do the good work to get the job done. That's it. But I feel like because of the state of humanity, I think I'm supposed to have the most say over this, because until I see people's minds change, just because I don't think anybody else is in that right state of mind to be in that place of power. Humanity just has not shown that they've done very good in that area. So that's why I'm in this position, is because I don't have that same desire to latch on to material things the way that other people do. But I'm also, like, I've learned, this is where I've had to learn through the years and through my friends and the working and the money and sharing the money and all this, that enabling people, like if you give them money and they're not doing the right things, like if their lives aren't in the right way, you're just giving them money, that can actually backfire, is what I've found. So that's not what this is about. It's all about helping develop a system that helps people help themselves. So it's very key here, and I don't want you guys to enable bad behavior in myself. So that's why I want to be very careful that whatever happens, there is no enabling for any of us. But I'm not forcing anybody either. So like if this were to happen with Jen, like I'm not gonna like try to dictate everything in her life or like try to judge everything at all. We're all growing, and as long as I feel like there's good growth being done and there's progress in a good direction, that's all I care about. And as long as she's not hurting other people, then I'm fine. And we can be simpatico and things can work out well. So, and then, you know, just to be real with the abundance and everything and this and that, you know, she does have a lot of money, which is her abundance that she's worked very hard for and earned for herself, and that's hers. And I do not want to tell her at all what to do with it. That's completely up to her. I would like to just share time with her, to be honest, and if she can even just provide me a place to continue to work on this while we spend time together, if that's something she wants, and perhaps I meet other people, then that would be great by me too. Like, I really don't want any money. I don't, like, my needs are very little, and I like it that way. Like, I do need a little bit of marijuana, and the Suboxone I don't have to pay for because of my insurance, and I'm actually not on the food card program anymore. I decided to decline it. After talking with my family members, we came to a kind of a mutual conclusion to end the food stamps. So I'm no longer on food stamps, so I will have to figure out some type of a way to make money, which I'd like to do. But again, if people feel different, that's up to them. Or I'd rather it figure out a work way. I'd like to work for the money or for the food or whatever it is. Like if there's some type of chores or anything like that I can do, I would prefer to do that than to just be given stuff. But again, it's if people are feeling other things need to happen, then that's up to them. Or if they just feel like being generous, that's up to them. But I like to work for everything that I get, and it's also why I don't feel like I've been a loser or any of these types of things, because I have been working. I mean, putting pen to paper is work. It's not the same type of pay work. It's not a 9-to-5 job, but it is still work. So, anyways, yeah. But getting back to wrap it up here, I am about. So right now we're close to like my GM, me figuring out an actual schedule for me to go and work at Domino's, which would take time away from the project. So right now I'm thinking about reaching out to Jen in a few hours here today to see where she's at. Because right now is a moment where we could choose to get this thing going even quicker. Or, I mean, by me working at Domino's, it's going to extend this thing getting going. Whereas if she were to jump in, or others, it could get going a lot quicker. So that's your guys' that's up to you guys. Either way, I love y'all. All right, man. Peace.